Fears about new pregnancy testing for Down syndrome are being raised by parents who have children with the condition. Non-invasive prenatal testing was introduced in Scotland last month as part of routine pregnancy screening. It's more accurate than previous methods and can reduce the risk of pregnant mothers miscarrying. But some parents say their children could be screened out in the future. Here's Haley Bouma.
1, 2...
6-year-old Ollie has Down syndrome, but he doesn't let the condition hold him back. At the moment, all pregnant women are offered a blood test to screen for the condition. But now a new test is being brought in on the NHS, which some say could lead to an increase in the number of abortions of babies with Down syndrome. And that concerns Ollie's mother.
Screening has its uses, it is important, and for some people they definitely want to have all the information that they can have, and that is fine. The problem is with any type of diagnosis, how it's delivered. Leaflets aren't enough. You're dealing with lives. You need to have all the right information, and that doesn't just mean the statistics of what illnesses they might get.
Down syndrome occurs when you are born with an extra chromosome. It can mean children have a form of learning disability. Pregnant women are routinely screened for a number of things. As part of that, if your baby has a high chance of having the condition, you will now be given the opportunity to have a NIPT or a non-invasive prenatal test.
It offers them the opportunity to have a further test, a more specific, accurate test. Is that reduces the number of women who have to go on for a confirmatory diagnostic test. Because they're invasive, they do have a risk of test-related miscarriage.
NIPT was introduced in England several years ago, but a Freedom of Information request from 26 health boards in England has shown the number of children born with Down syndrome has decreased by 30% since it was brought in.
What kind of soup is it?
Carrot soup.
Angela Greenwood opted out of any screening whilst she was pregnant. It wasn't until her daughter Rosie was born that she discovered she had Down syndrome.
They talk also as well about, that there is no cure, which I see quite a lot. But there doesn't need to be a cure because it's not a disease. It's part of Rosie and it's part of what makes her who she is. And if we took that away, the same Rosie wouldn't be there for us. So it's what makes her. It's part of her makeup. And, in the world, everyone is different. And having a variety is a good thing, I think.
Ready to go!
Over the next 3 years, NIPT will be continually reviewed by NHS Scotland. They say mothers should be given as much information as possible about their unborn baby. But for parents like Angela and Beki, they say they wouldn't change their children for the world and want to show everyone that having a condition like Down syndrome doesn't need to hold you back. Haley Bouma, STV News.